As far back as our elders can remember, there was no alcohol or drinking in Alkali Lake until about World War II. Our slide into alcoholism began about 1940, when a man from Europe moved to Alkali Lake and opened a trading post. At first, our dealings with him were very good. We trade our furs and our goods for groceries, clothing and cash. Then things began to change.
Well, how much we going to get for this fur? We want to sell our fur. Best fur you can buy.
Well, I don't know.
Well, these are good furs, you know.
I can't tell you right off. I'd have to have a good look at them. Tell you what, I've got an idea. Why don't you boys have a little drink while I look them furs over? There you go. Come on, drink it. Come on, drink it. It ain't gonna bite you. It'll do you a lot of good. It'll cure any damn ailment you got. It's powerful medicine.
Let's go down next field. Yeah. Maybe for fun or win. Maybe a big team in here. Yeah. Maybe we'll buy some beer down there too. Yeah, okay, we'll put on, get a couple of cases before I go home too, you know, so have something with the road.
That accident in Likely, have you been able to determine the speed of that vehicle?
Your standard figures do somewhere around 60 kilometers.
One car accident, Dog Creek Road, 2 miles from Alkali Lake, Missouri.
18 Alpha 5 responding.
Here we go again. It's the third time tonight.
Well, they don't call it Alcohol Lake for nothing.
That's all they do is drink. Every last man, woman, and child.
It's got to be a wonder there's still enough of them left alive to have an accident.
Hey, ready? Hey. Oh. Oh, hello. Hey. Oh. Hey, ready? Hey. Boy, we're really flying. I really like to fly. Boy, I didn't like the landing. Before I flash Martin up, here comes the RCMP. Oh.
Well, at least they're not dead. Dead drunk, maybe, but not dead.
These Indians are never going to smarten up.
The years between 1960 and 1972 were the darkest times for our people. We reached 100% alcoholism on our reserve. We were laughed at, ridiculed, despised. We had become what others called us, the Indians of Alcohol Lake. Many plans and schemes were tried to get us to stop drinking, but nothing worked. We seemed powerless to change.
You know, that pledge system that the church has started just isn't working now, and I think everybody's starting to drink more and more now.
Everybody agrees to it, but then when they fall down, you try to get them to do it, they'll all get mad.
Yeah, it seems nobody wants to give up anything. You got any ideas?
Chiefs and councillors would discuss the problem endlessly. Then they'd go on drinking. There was a lot of bootlegging going on around here. Even some of the band council members got involved. The bootleggers would never refuse anyone. If you had the money, they'd sell it to you. It didn't matter if you're an old man or a young kid.
Get some more.
We could have, but I ran out of money. God damn it, what happened to all our wine we used to have?
You probably drank
No way!
No,
We didn't even have any. Didn't even finish. We had some more in the room. No way! Let's stop like this. No way!
The bars, liquor store, and taxi cab companies in Williams Lake were thriving because of our drinking. When you ran out of booze, all you had to do was call a taxi. And if you had the money, they'd deliver. My name is Andy Chelsea. By 1970, I was dying from alcohol abuse.
This is it, Andy. This is the last time we're going to be able to do this. Your kidneys are shot. The booze is killing you.
Not a bad way to go, Doc. I was constantly in and out of the hospital. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't care. As soon as I'd get out, I'd go right back to the bottle. Freddie, we got to do something about this booze. It's killing us. I used to talk a lot about sobering up. But talking about it and doing it were two different things. It took my wife Phyllis to teach us all the difference. One day our little girl refused to come home with us. She was only 7 years old. And she was fed up with our drinking. Phyllis didn't want her daughter to hate her or to leave her. That was Phyllis's turning point. Brother Ed Lynch, a Catholic oblate and AA counselor from Williams Lake, was out here all the time trying to get an AA program started on the reserve. But everybody pretty much ignored him until Phyllis quit drinking.
It's good to see you, Phyllis. How are you and Andy doing? Making any progress?
I quit drinking now. It's getting to be 5 days. I know it hasn't been long.
No, Phyllis. I was smiling because I'm so happy that you're making the effort. That's what counts. What does Andy say?
I think he's going to quit too. He's been talking about it.
Beautiful. I hope you and Andy will come to the film tonight. I think it's very good. It deals with our expectation from drinking, what we're looking for in the bottle.
Andy should have came to the AA meeting with us. Evelyn and I were the only ones that showed up, and the film was really interesting.
I found something really interesting today too. This morning I was at the school. Saw a couple of kids coming in late. The boy had a big bruise on his cheek.
Did you eat this morning?
There was nothing in the house, just one brew.
Go to school.
Something has to be done. I'm gonna quit drinking. I remember the first year I was sober. There was only two of us, Phyllis and I. Brother Ed brought out a cake so we could celebrate our first AA birthday. You know, when I first quit drinking, I never thought I'd last this long, one whole year.
A character in town last week was saying that it's the first 100 years that's the roughest. After that, it gets easier. Hang in there.
Well, around here, it's been really hard. The weekends, especially the long weekends. I sometimes wonder why I even should be around. It gets too hard to do anything and to watch.
It can be rough at times. but it does get better.
How long is this going to go on like this? Is it going to be only 3 of us? Is it going to be only 3 of us next 4, 5 years? Is it going to get more? Is somebody going to see what we're trying to do?
We're here tonight, and we're 3, and that's 3 more than last year.
It's taken too long.
You just take it one day at a time.
We're here to having a party.
I don't want that booze in my house. Get out of here.
We're not doing nothing.
Get out, I said.
You don't have to get mad.
Get out. Get out.
Over there, help you celebrate.
Go on.
You don't have to get mad.
Phyllis, how does it feel not to be drinking anymore?
Pretty damn lonely. Sometimes I think that Annie and I will be the only people that are sober at Alkali.
Next week at nominations, I'm going to nominate Andy for chief.
That's 1.5 pounds.
That's good.
Can I help you ladies with anything?
Can I just have a couple pounds of bologna, please? Ja, schrijven mo.
One and 3/4 pounds.
Get your hand over there. I'm not buying your thumb.
Hey, you got a smart mouth, eh?
Well, you've been cheating us here long enough.
If you're accusing me of cheating you in my store, you can get the hell out of here.
It's carried on long enough.
As a matter of fact, if you're so smart, why don't you start your own store?
That's exactly what we're going to do. Come on, let's get out of here.
You drunken squaws are too stupid to run the store anyway.
Phyllis and Evelyn made a go of their store. And the rent store that was cheating us for so long, well, they went out of business.
I sure like your store.
Thank you.
I'm really glad that Andy got elected for chief.
So are we. We're also going to have our new band office in my basement here.
Better than the dump where it used to be.
I remember sometime after I was elected chief, I watched the Dog Creek stage unload about $2,400 worth of liquor. Even the priest had orders coming in on the stage.
Like everybody's running out of Sacramento wine.
Yeah, it's good to see so many religious folks, Pat.
During our second year of sobriety, Phyllis and I began trying to get the people to look at their lives, to see what alcohol was really doing to them and their families. A lot of people like Mabel Paul began making the effort to quit drinking. Because we knew she decided not to drink during Christmas, we came to show our support.
Hi, Merry Christmas. God, here's a present. Oh, boy.
Later, Mabel would become the third person on the reserve to sober up, then started working looking after the orphan kids in the community.
Merry Christmas.
In 1974, Phyllis, brother Ed, and myself put on New Year's party with no alcohol. None of the adults on the reserve showed up. Only the children came.
It's okay, Andy. We're here and we're sober. That's what counts.
Come in. I thought you'd be out celebrating New Year's Eve with everybody else.
You mean out getting smashed?
Yeah.
No, I want to join you because I haven't had a drink in 3 weeks. I quit.
Hey, that's good.
Evelyn Sargent was the fourth person on the reserve to sober up. Freddie, I come to ask you if you come to an AA meeting tonight.
No, I'm not interested.
Freddie, you have to start looking at yourself and what booze is doing with your life.
I said I'm not interested.
And Freddie, we go back a long ways, me and you. And I'm asking you if this is a friend.
You can't come around here and tell me what to do. I see you going around busting everybody's business since you become that teetotaling chief.
I'm doing this as a friend, Freddie. Because I care.
I don't want to hear that crap. Get the hell out of here!
Have it your way.
Father, I couldn't believe Freddie could do this to his own father.
Oh, it's terrible, Elsie. Here, let me help you with that, nurse.
Jesus, Freddie, what the hell were you thinking? You almost killed him, your father.
I don't even remember.
Freddie, we're going to lead charges. Unless you do something about your drinking. Go to treatment.
I'll go. I need help. I'm a danger to everybody and to myself. I'll go.
It'll all work out. I know it will. It'll be good. You'll see. I've come to ask you if you can give us a hand with the drinking that's going on the reserve. See, we know that all the older people are going into your church every weekend, eh? But they come out of there and they go right back to their houses and they do some drinking and it doesn't look good.
We're handling this problem, Andy. We're praying for these people, for people on reserves all across North America, Andy. It's a worldwide problem we have here, Andy. We're handling it. You don't have to tell me how to handle a problem, Andy.
But all I'm asking you is some help, or we can work together. Or you can work with the people that come to your church, and I can work with the people outside that church.
I don't think I need your help to handle this problem, Andy. You don't need to worry about that.
Where the hell is everybody?
Well,
I got lots of orders here.
there ain't anybody coming. All the orders from now on have been cancelled. I suggest you get in that stage and you get the hell out.
We can do that, man. It's my living.
Your way of living is our way of dying. So I think you better get in, get the hell out. Now that more people were starting to see the possibility of living sober lives, we knew that the flow of booze coming under the reserve had to be stopped. We've got to stop all the booze coming under the reserve. And the only way we'll be able to do that is get rid of the bootlickers.
They're our own people. We really don't want to see them go to jail. We just want them to quit selling booze.
I think I've got a plan that might work.
Boy, this is sure gonna get a lot of people mad. Selling any wine?
Yeah, 26 ounce for $5.
Oh, take one.
Okay.
Here he comes, you better call the RCMP.
Is that the marked bill?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll take them in and hold them until the hearing.
Okay.
One step by one mind, taking that one step one day at a time. We go one step by one heart. It's never too late to make a brand new start.
The band council decided the only way to keep people from spending their social assistance money on booze was to issue vouchers instead of checks. I went and talked with several store managers in Williams Lake, got them to agree to a voucher system instead of dealing in cash. This way at least the people would be fed and the kids would get clothes. Okay, as I explained to you on the phone, Mr. Simmons, the Alkali Band Council had decided to go on voucher system. It's because the people are having a lot of problems with booze. And what we want to do is pay you for the vouchers you've collected at the end of each month.
I think it's a good plan. I've been hearing a lot about the changes you people have been making out there. I'm with you 100%.
I want
want my money? I don't want these goddamn papers.
I can't give you any money. Andy put you on vouchers. You'll have to talk to him.
That goddamn Andy. Where does he think he is anyways? I'm not a little kid. Where the hell is he?
I don't know.
You son of a bitch! Give me the money, I blew you away. I don't want worthless papers.
You might as well blow me away. As long as you keep drinking, you're not getting any money.
Hey man, you can't blow me away over money to buy wine.
Put down that gun before I blow you away. Now get the hell out of here. I almost shot that son of a bitch in the empty gun. By 1975, 40% of our band was sober. But our problems with alcohol were a long way from being over. Our people were still drinking and dying.
Hey, bastard, leave my wife alone. I don't want to buy.
Andy Chelsea, you're a hated man on this reserve. Trying to control people's lives, handling their money, controlling people's money. We're going to get you replaced as chief on this reserve.
I just don't really know what to do. All the kids that I have. We'll help you.
There's going to be hard times for you. I just don't know. I feel really sorry for you. Don't understand.
Hello, Angela. Thank you for coming today. Hello, my dear.
He's a good man.
Thanks very much. Thanks for coming, Andy. God bless you.
Father, I've been trying to work with you now for a long time. All you did was fight with me. Chief and council have decided that they don't want you here anymore.
Chief and council. What is this, Andy? Chief and council. I represent the council of God here, Andy. You can't just come up to God's church and tell me to leave, Andy. You can't do that. No chief council can do that, Andy.
Father, you got 1 hour to leave. 1 hour. I never really had anything against the church, but the priest was an alcoholic, and that didn't give me much choice. Later I realized that the nurse and him were running around together. It really shocked me. He had to go. He had to be replaced. When Freddie Johnson came home from the treatment center, he was elected on as band counselor. Then he took over the responsibility as housing coordinator for the band.
One step by one mind, taking that one step one day at a time. We go one step by one heart. It's never too late to make a brand new start. And all the pain and all the sadness finally cast aside, all the madness, and all of us here able to share all we've learned about hope and gladness.
Andy, I don't like going to AA meetings.
You like this one? I'm chairing it. Now that we're on some kind of plateau with sobriety, where do we go from here?
We really care about you both. We can't watch you waste your lives away. We made arrangements for you both to go to Bountmakers Treatment Center. Will you go?
I'm ready. What about you, sis?
Then that settles it.
Freddie, would you fix up this town for us while we're gone?
Okay, with Lorraine going off to the treatment center and Poundmakers, that makes a total of 14 people off to reserve right now out the treatment centers. What we want to do is, with Lorraine's house, is do a remodeling job. She's going to be gone for 6 weeks. And I think that remodeling job should be done. Remodeling people's homes while they were away at the treatment center was one way the community could show that it really cared. So when the people returned with a new and more positive outlook, they could feel good about their surroundings too.
one step by one heart.
I went over to Morley, to where all the medicine men meet. I met Albert Lightning.
My name is Phyllis Chelsea, and I'm offering this tobacco. And I'd also like to know if you'd be able to come to Alkali Lake to show us some of the things that we've lost through our drinking.
Many people across the nation are still continuing to search for their native traditions which we have lost. And it's rapidly coming back to the people of different communities across the nation. I will come.
He came over from Morley and he showed us about the sacred sweat lodge. These things I had never heard before, all the things that he shared on culture. I had grown up in a Catholic family, and the things that I learned from my mom weren't things about sacred sweat and culture. And I was hearing all these things for the first time.
Could we depend on this sweat lodge?
Okay, before we all get started here, I'd like to let you know that I was doing training last week, 5-day personal growth training. Now also in recognition of the whole community, there's a 60% sobriety rate that we have now. But I see the social problems are really climbing because of that sobriety. A lot of people don't like their jobs. A lot of people don't do what they really wanted to and are scared to move. So what we can do now is we have enough money in the education field where we've been collecting up rents for the trailers and stuff, and we have enough money for about 20 people to go to this training. That money can be used. If you guys wouldn't mind signing up and we can all get going.
All of us here, able to share all we've learned about hope and gladness.
Time up! Hey girls, let's play AA! Hey, yeah! My name is Frederick and I'm alcoholic. Hi, Frederick!
And the honor of one is the honor of all. And the honor is there for those who heed the call.
Today, Charlene Beaulieu is our chief, and the Alkali Indian Band is 95% sober. In May of 1985, we hosted the international conference. 1,200 people from all over Canada and the United States came to share our ideas in community development and alcohol abuse. In the last 14 years, we've come from being 100% drunk to being 95% sober. Sobriety has brought us unity.
And the honor is there for those who heed the call. The honor of one is the honor of all. And the honor is there for those who heed the call. The honor of one is the honor of all.
Okay, we have the best actors. Can I have Phyllis Chelsea come up?
Thank you for making it possible to be a part of the Elkies Awards. What the heck, everything else happened in my life. I don't feel like my life's my own anymore. Well, it was fun. Once I got into it, it was okay. Like I was saying, it was hard at times, you know. But Phil is right there. Get really mad now. Really making me mad at Gordon and Freddie and Johnny and them. Cry now, he says, I want you to really get into it. I get into it and he says, cut.
Okay, we got a split here for the Best Actor award to Fred Johnson and to Andy Chelsea.
But it was fun in a way. It kept bringing back different things that really hurt in the past. I know at that session with Brother Ed at the table, my first birthday, or AA birthday, that was really real. Really. Got to the point where every time he'd tell me something, I would just almost broke down. And it happened that same way. Because all I have to do is think back on one day, somewhere along the line, I was like, Freddie, I never stopped at nobody. Somebody got in the way, I'd walk over him. I was a bootlicker like everybody else. All the people that we nailed, I helped kill the people here. I'm making myself responsible for that, to change that after I sobered up.
When I first looked at that script and I saw my name on nearly every page there, acting drunk, and I didn't think I was doing a good job till I looked back at the video, and I did look drunk. And in one scene there, I was going to hit Andy, and I thought I didn't do a good job, but when I look in the video, my eyes and everything just look real. But it's like Andy says, it's not an act. All that is my life story. One of the things that I got scared when somebody mentioned that we're going to do this movie, and then I saw my name on there, is all those things that's happening in there, it really happened for me. That's my story. And I guess I had mixed feelings about it, because that's going to be seen all over North America. And I don't know what's going to happen, because that was pretty hard. The hardest part and I saw that part where my dad was getting bandaged up. I didn't think that he would do that part, and he did. I guess Artie went to see him, and he agreed to do that part. And when I watched that part, it really hurt. And that's the way I was when I was drinking. And I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know that was alcohol doing that to me. I know the day when I look at it, when I look at those parts, it wasn't acting. I was just playing back my life. But I thought of it this way. If what we are doing here is going to help people, that's why I agreed to do this. There's people out there that are still dying. They're still beating the shit out of somebody the way I used to. And I was listening to my little brother over there last night. He's talking about how he didn't let go a lot of resentments. And that's why I did that. Why I do that scene. So that maybe my brother can understand what the hell alcohol is all about. So it tries to fall off the wagon again and he can think about how much hurt that alcohol brings. That's good for me to hear him say that last night, that he still hits my guts for all the things that I used to do. Even though I've been sober now going on 9 years, that's hurt when I go to a AA meeting, that hurt I hear in there, I still feel it.
What we'd like to do to wrap up just this part of the presentations is do something really special for Phyllis and for Andy and for Mabel and for Francis. And what we'd like to do is have them come up into the center of the community hall and just take time to accept our appreciation and accept the feelings that we have for them tonight. And we'll all come around them really close and just listen to one of the songs that come from the trainings that have been so special for us. So if we could have Phyllis and Andy and Mabel and Francis come up to the front here. Evelyn Sargent was another one of the first 5 that sobered up, and she just couldn't make it here tonight.